They're not going to be good. Okay, I have no confusion about that.
Okay.
Their over-under is 31.5, maybe 32.5 as of today. So not good. I don't think they're going to be good. Don't have a bright future. Don't have really a lot of future, period. This is more like the version of what happened here? Who's on this team? And how is this actually going to look on the floor? And that is the hard playing, start a new culture, 2025-2026 Phoenix Suns.
That is not the voice of Pat Bev. Who yesterday on his podcast.
That's a good take.
Had glowing things to say about the Phoenix Suns. That is the voice of NBA insider Zach Lowe from his podcast on Tuesday.
What?
Talking about the weirdness. Yeah, that was from the Pat Bev podcast.
What?
Yeah, when Pat Bev said he thought they'd be a play-in team.
Well, I wish I would have wrote down everything he said there because there was some good things.
I can play it again for you.
Play it one more time. It was a part in the middle I really liked I want to talk about. Just play it
They're
one more time.
not going to be good. Okay, I have no confusion about that.
Okay.
Their over-under is 31.5, maybe 32.5 as of today. So not good. I don't think they're going to be good. Don't have a bright future. Don't have really a lot of future, period.
Don't have a bright future. Don't have a lot of future, period.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason you say that is because the Suns could finish with the worst record in the NBA and not have their draft pick.
Yeah, they don't control their pick
32.
until, 2032?
2032.
Yeah.
That is a really, really tough spot to be in.
Yes,
That's
is.
a really tough spot to be in. So that's not a bad take by Zach Lowe. Like it's very understandable to say that. So what they did is they got very aggressive in this draft to go get Malawach, Fleming, and Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. And they had Brian Dunn and Oso Iguodaro. Now, like you always the guys got to pop, right? These guys got to pop. They got to be good. And you've got to have a coach that can develop these players. Developing is going to be key, crucial for the Phoenix Suns. I wouldn't say that they don't have a bright future. I would just say that, this window that had been open for 4 years is closed. There is no window. What you're hoping for is that you could build a team that, and nobody, even if your window was a little bit open, if you had kept Durant, you're not going anywhere with Oklahoma City as good as they are. You're not going anywhere. The West is tough with Oklahoma City and Denver, and now Houston and Minnesota is real. I don't want to be in that. Where can I be in 3 years? Where can I be in 4 years when Oklahoma City breaks it up because they can't pay everybody? Where am I going to be in 4 years when Jokic is a shell of his former self? I'm looking at that. I'm not looking at the next 3 years to try to win a championship. You know why? Because you're not.
No, you're not. But to your point about where the paths for success are, the path for success is that Mark Williams turns out to be a very good player. And that you made a very shrewd acquisition in getting him. That Kaman Malawach is a very good player, and you made a very shrewd acquisition in getting him. Because if those guys aren't, if Malawach isn't, if Fleming isn't, if Brea isn't, and you made all of your moves to kind of slide all your chips into the middle of the table with those young guys, and those young guys aren't your future, now you're really in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're in really big trouble.
Then you have to explore trading Booker to start over.
Absolutely, because you don't have avenues. Right. You don't have paths.
That's an excellent point. If Fleming and Dunn and Malawach and Brea and Mark Williams, if these guys just don't pan out, you're looking at, okay, I'm going to lose a lot of games. I don't have my draft pick. At that point, you have to at least consider, what can I get for this guy? What can I get?
That's the reason why, and I'm not saying I don't appreciate you putting this in your email, but this big three rankings for all 30 teams in the NBA season, it just didn't resonate with me today at all, because I don't think it's about the Phoenix Suns big three. I don't need SB Nation to tell me that the Phoenix Suns are 26th in the NBA when it comes to big three rankings. No duh. No duh. They're 20. Well, you say duh. I say duh. I grew up saying no duh. Duh. Of course they're 26th in this ranking. That's not what they're about anymore. That's not what their identity is. We played that game for 6 years around here, right? Your big three is Booker and Paul and Ayton, and now it's Booker and Paul and Durant, and now it's Booker and Durant and Beal, and we did the big three thing.
Yeah, and where'd it get
for
us?
long, it got us nowhere.
The last few years it got us nowhere.
Yeah, the first couple of years it got us somewhere, but the last 3 years it got it nowhere. It's irrelevant where the Phoenix Suns rank in the Big Three rankings because we tried the Big Three thing. We got nowhere with the Big Three thing. Let's try something else.
Right.
Let's try the Big Nine thing.
Let's try
the Big Ten thing.
Which was a James Jones concept.
Always was.
Let's be better than everybody else 4 through 11. We're not going to be better than teams 1 through 3. We didn't, at that point, they didn't have the stars. Now when they got Chris Paul. Well, listen, people may not remember this. When they got Chris Paul, they had let go of Ricky Rubio, who did a good job for them. They went 8-0 in the bubble, almost made the damn play-in. And then they go get Chris Paul. Our thought at that time was, well, maybe they could be a 6th seed. Maybe they can not be in the play-in and just be the 6th seed.
I had him as high as the 4th seed, but yeah, not
Nobody
like
thought
the
NBA Finals.
No.
So, Chris was just that good because Chris was an older, aging player, and he had been around, been with a bunch of teams.
He was such a perfect fit for them.
But he was a great fit for them. He was exact because they needed leadership, and he gave them leadership. He gave them, and he made everybody better. Right? He made everybody around them better.
You're right over there?
Yeah, my mic just fell down. But if I pick it up when it's on, it just fell. It's just what? It fell.
I know. It just.
You see that on YouTube?
Oh, of course.
It just goes. Yeah, it just went.
How could you just went? There it goes down.
But then if I perfecta,
it is a perfecta.
Yeah. Don't go down again. Don't let the sun go down on me. Come on, stay up.
What is it, the dog? You stay.
Stay,
microphone.
Stay.
Don't you move.
You stay.
Yeah, so I think your point is excellent. I think it's very well taken. The Big Three doesn't matter. Like you could go through, like if you had a Big Three, okay, then I can see it matters. Like number 1 is Oklahoma City. Number 2 is the Nuggets. Number 3 is the Lakers. Number 4 is the Cleveland. Number 5 is the Knicks. They got Big Threes. You don't have a Big Three.
I think the 3 they picked for the Big Three is fascinating. Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, and Mark Williams. Those are the 3 they picked. No Jalen Green. Yeah.
Your leading scorer from the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't even know if those are the 3 I would pick.
No, because there's no way Green's not going to be one of your top 2 scorers.
No way. If you're just going scoring, then yeah, Jalen Green certainly has to be in there. But if you're going to go impact beyond the traditional box score, then Dylan Brooks should be in there. Like, there's no doubt in my mind the 3 best offensive players for the Suns this year should be Devin Booker, Jalen Green, and Mark Williams. Like, those should be the big 3 when it comes to offensively what they're going to do. But then that minimizes the contributions of Dylan Brooks and what he's going to bring to the table. And it's not like he's chopped liver offensively. The guy's a 42% three-point shooter last year. So, I don't even know who I'd pick for their big 3.
Their story, just real quick, their story said the Suns might have crashed and burned with Durant, Booker, and Beal, but the idea of the 3 stars leading a team to a championship will never lose its appeal.
When we come back on the Burns and Gambo, it won't, but it's lost its appeal for this version of the Suns.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.